I think I'm Bret Hart. Shit may be The Rock. You smell what I'm cooking? Shit's coming out hot. Don't make me have to
Yeah, this is Welsh CI, you know what I mean? I'm here with the boy Madison J.
County.
You know, we in Raleigh, North Carolina right now, the Cap store, you know what I'm saying? But we here to talk about Madison J, future, past, present, man. What's going on, man? What you got working?
Basically right now, man, I got the Psycho visual jumping off again. YouTube, you can check that out on youtube.com/TheMadisonJ or youtube.com/m.hemhotbeats with a Z. You can check out that Psycho visual. Just dropped that for the Halloween. Got the Raps Like Wrestling 2 album.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Got that out on themadisonj.bandcamp.com. Go ahead and cop that. You know what I mean? Support your boy, support the Raps Like Wrestling movement.
Okay.
Got like a mixtape, you know what I mean? A little mixtape EP project in the bubble. A couple of performances getting ready to pop up, man. Just really got a lot of stuff coming up for 2013, man.
Yeah, I mean that buzz for that Psycho video is just nanas right now. You know what I mean? Niggas talking crazy. You know, DJs in New York. You know what I mean? Twitter buzzing. You know what I mean? Like what was the concept of that video? Like what made y'all go crazy with the graphics and all that?
Well, basically, you know what I mean? The track is called Going Psycho.
Okay.
So I was like, I wanted to match the visual with what the song is actually about, and I wanted to do something that was out the box from every other video that you got going on. Niggas in the club,
True,
you know what I mean? Niggas in the hood.
Okay,
It's like these are things that already been established. So I was like, all right, what's the best visual? Or what's the best song I can give niggas a strong visual? And that was that Psycho joint, and I think we hit a home run with that.
I mean, the joint just dropped Halloween, and your numbers is at 10K. I mean that's damn near great views right there. You know what I mean? You ever thought about putting it on like a Vlad TV or like a World Star, or just straight, you know what I mean, YouTubing it out, dubbing it out?
As a matter of fact, I actually have it on VladTV.com. You know what I mean? You can search Madison J Psycho video. You see it on VladTV.com. Shouts out to Vlad TV, Vlad the Butcher. Definitely you'll probably be seeing that on World Star, man. You already know that's like the that's like your initiation into the game, man. You gotta have that video on World Star, man. That visual for everybody, cause that's like the hood CNN. Everybody's watching World Star. You feel me?
Yo, you got a joint on the Rap Like Wrestling 2, the Dusty joint. You know what I mean? That shit is real smooth for the ladies and all that. Video and real crazy. You know what I mean? How you coming at the people? You coming at the people on some lovey-dovey shit, or you coming at the people on some hardcore, you know, crazy psycho shit?
I'm coming at everybody with pretty much me, and just all sides of me, all sides of people, of the world, what's going on. One thing I like pride myself in is being an artist who like can adhere to any lane. What you want the girl, what you want the club, what you want the concept, what you want the lyrical records. I can supply you all of those, but at the same time it's in my comfort zone, my lane.
True.
To where it's still me.
So I'm saying, you know what I mean, let's elaborate about your camp.
Okay.
You know, you got the H game movement, you got the H on representing.
You already know.
You know
Shouts out to the H.
You know what I mean? Like explain your clique, man. Who in your team?
Well, basically, man, it's H Gang Society. You already know one thing I'm gonna not hit niggas with the cliche, man. It's not a label, you know what I mean? This is just it's a society, a way of life, a group of people who like are like-minded. Little do you know, you might be a member of HGS yourself, man, because you know what I mean, it's just basically along the codes that, you know what I mean, real people move to. You know what I mean? Shouts out to Perk Diddy, shouts out to Kanique, you know what I mean? That's the squad, man. H Gang Society. Shouts out to H Gang, shouts out to the Headhunters, man. You already know that's origin. That's since 2002 right there, man. So shouts out. That's basically the gang right there, man.
Definitely. I know you got, you know what I mean, the East Coast, coast to coast performance out there in Charlotte. You know what I mean? You want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, man. Basically like just basically showcasing the skills for everybody there. Everybody out in the world and whatnot, hopping on the coast to coast mixtapes. You know, they got the showcase jumping off, so be a part of that. Just trying to showcase the skills, man. Let everybody know why Madison J is the king of the state. Let everyone know why he is the best in the world, man. So it's just basically all about showing and prove on a grander stage.
Let's talk about like collaborations, have you ever worked with anybody? You know, I know it's a situation with that boy J Hood. You know what I mean? You want to elaborate on that? Like, you know, and like the people on that situation?
Well, man, long story short, man, and shouts out to the boy J Hood, man. Long story short, man, it was just, you know what I mean, a little industry thing. You know what I mean? I won't speak on it too much. It was just an industry lesson. Just one of them things that happens, man, to up-and-coming artists, man, and who reaching out, trying to work with established and veteran artists. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things that just happens. You know, it was a lesson learned, man. Lesson learned.
You came a long way since your first mixtape that I heard you on.
Right.
You know what I mean? With the higher learning, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? That higher learning was just like straight classic. You know what I mean? It was like in your young age, your young. You know what I'm saying? How have you think you progressed since that era, 2004, 2005 era, to the 2012, 2013 era?
Basically, man, I've grown accustomed to the ways of the industry. You know what I mean? Starting off young, you know, bars. You know what I mean? I was just more about punchlines. You know what I mean? Making sure that the bars were on point. But now I'm more of, okay, is this going to be a good song as opposed to a whole bunch of good lines? Just more mastered the flow. I'm a little bit less lyrical than I used to be, but I'm more mastered, you know what I mean, my flow a little bit per se, and just maturated, man. I maturated in that time span from 05 to 2012. That's you know what I mean, like 7 years. So
yeah, about 7, 8 years.
You know,
banging them in the head, still consistent with it. You know what I'm saying? You got different videos. You got the Dushy video. You know what I'm saying? You got, you know, like I said, you got the Psycho video. You know what I mean? You got the Rap Like Wrestling. You did the joint with Gully Mac. You know what I mean? That was a good smash hit.
Stone Cold Rock joint.
Stone Cold Rock. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about, you know, your future. Let's talk about, you know what I mean? I know you got things lined up in New York, showcases. I know you got a showcase down in Charlotte right before Thanksgiving, I believe.
True indeed.
The East Coast, the Coast to Coast mixtape. Let's talk about that. You know what I mean?
Basically, man, just having to step the brand up, the Madison J and the Raps Like Wrestling brand, step it out to the bigger masses, man, and bring it to the forefront of where it needs to be. When you say you're the king of the state, when you say you're the best in the world, you have to prove that. You know what I mean? That's show and prove right there. So basically taking what I've done, bringing it to people who really matter, you know what I mean, who need to see this and see the work that's been done. So basically, man, with the showcase, I'm just gonna bring it to the forefront, man, for people who don't know.
True that. Definitely. Your Twitter buzzing, your Facebook buzzing, you know what I'm saying? Like, when the next mixtape dropping, you know what I mean? You just dropped, you know what I mean, SummerSlam, you know what I mean? Crazy, shit crazy from the PD Pablo joint to the Carolina Fantasy, all of that. What's your next mixtape, man? How you gonna attack them now?
Man, looking at right now dropping like dropping an EP in January, you know what I mean, to get the year started off. One thing you gotta do in the climate today, God, is you gotta release music at a constant rate, man, because I mean, we in a time right now where somebody's dropping a mixtape or a CD every day on that piff. You know what I mean? Somebody's dropping, so you have to keep your people and your crowd, you have to keep them in constant flow of your music. So I'm looking at dropping like an EP, man, like around in about like January, with some new music, man, some new tunes. I mean, basically,
Now, what you think about like the current rappers in today's game right now, like the Big Laws, the Meek Mills, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel? Do you think like niggas is trying to rap like them to get noticed, or niggas not staying in their lane and doing what they do to get hot?
I say this, man, it's been like that since the beginning, really, especially in the game as cats, you know what I mean? Swagger Jack and other styles to try to get on and feel like, oh, I need to do this to get hot, I need to do this to get on. So you're always gonna have cats, man, who swag Jack and styles. But what I can say is in the climate today, man, you got cats doing like bringing a lot of new flows, you know what I mean? You got ASAP Rocky, you know what I mean? You got Kurt Cobain's, you got Meek Miller, you got these young up-and-coming cats who like bringing different styles to the game, who are not necessarily of their own, you know what I mean? So
let me ask you a question. How does a North Carolina rapper get noticed without niggas thinking, oh, he gonna make country music, he gonna make club music, pop perp, drink lean? How does a lyrical artist like yourself distinguish yourself in a different lane when I'm not making country music, dance, pop.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
How do you, you know what I mean? How do you change that? How do you change that?
Well, basically, what you gotta do is you gotta remain true to yourself. You have to stay true to yourself. If you don't stay true to yourself, then I mean, you really don't already caught an automatic L. At the end of the day, man, if you sound country, you know what I'm saying? If you sound like you from up top, if you sound like you really from the West or anything of that nature, man, that's just who you are. That's just what you need to be bringing out to the people, man. An artist such as myself, man, it's like the brand is gonna build itself, and it's gonna remain established in NC. Like everybody in Minnesota, Cali, Texas, they gonna hear about Madison J. They gonna hear about the HES brand.
True that. True that.
I can't speak on a lot of other artists, man. I don't know what they doing.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know what I mean, Madison J, you know what I mean, I'm Welsh CI. But yo, before we get up out of this Cap store, you know what I mean, shout out to Cap, shout out to Head Graphics, you know what I'm saying? Yo, do your shout outs, man. Let people know, you know what I mean, show love, what you gotta do, man.
Alright, man, you already know Madison J. Shouts out again to the shouts out to Caps, man. You know what I mean, Caps Urban Wear. Here in Crosslink, Southgate Shopping Mall. Please hit this spot up, man. It's the best thing going right now here in Raleigh in terms of urban fashion and urban media, man. Artists, you need to get your CDs in here, man. Let the people, let the streets feel the music here in Caps, man. Give a shout out also to the homie Head Graphics, man. Been plugging up, working with this dude for like many moons now. When I say the H, you already know what time it is, man. 4 times 2, that's the 8th letter, man. You already know, shouts out to that boy, you know what I mean, Mike, you know what I mean, shouts out to Coney, man, and also shouts out to those who've been affected by Hurricane Sandy. I know his family was affected as well, man.
Shout out to whole Coniana, hold your head up there.
Definitely hold your head in these trying times, man. Definitely bounce back on your feet, man. Shouts out to the whole Raleigh, 919, we are in the building, Oak City. You already know, shouts out to my kids, man, Zeke and Mari, I love y'all. Hey, for your 18th birthdays, both of y'all are getting a nice little stack. Here you go. Here's a nice little stack for you. Enjoy yourself. And that's a meal stack. You know what I mean?
True.
Not 1,000.
True.
But man, just shout out to those who've been grinding with me from day one, man. Shouts out to the H gang, the Headhunters. Still the H since 2002. It's not going anywhere, man. Shouts out to other up and coming artists trying to jug and get it, man. Just we here, man.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man. Shout out to that boy, Cheddar Boss. Hold your head. You'll be home real soon. You know what I mean? We gonna kill him. Madison J, Cheddar Boss. Watch out for that mixtape. It's like I said, just watch out for that mixtape. But before we get out of here, man, let these people know, man. Niggas in Minnesota, Utah, wherever, man. Spit that 16 for these niggas. Let these niggas know there's no games out here, man. Give these niggas, man.
Oh, okay. You better beat Christ Almighty. Trying to move to God until I start raping pockets like Duke lacrosse. It ain't never been a game. Weak men, I cripple them. Catch them in Smithfield, bury them in Wilmington. A violation of probation is the situation, because a jail cell's not where I want to be situated. Whatever I scribble on the page, chicks around 360 like they giving me waves. Where you want to take it, mountain region or the beach? You can gamble with your life, but me, I'm playing for keeps. Man, I'm laughing. Hell ain't what the game's been missing. I'm just here to melt y'all, then change the system. Hey, look, I'm clapping at your face. I'll leave you and your man back to back like Appalachian State. It's MG's. Posted with my nigga the Biz on top of the rocks, so you already know what time that it is. It's counting.
Easy money, man. Easy money, man. Like I said, Madison J, Twitter, Welsh CI, Twitter, Instagram, Head Graphics, Caps. You already know, man. Yeah.
Counting.
We going crazy in this bitch, nigga, psycho. Nigga, psycho. We going crazy in this bitch, nigga, psycho. Straight so I think I'm going psycho. Psycho. Straight jacket, so I think I'm going psycho.